I'm thinking, yeah, I could pay the 200. Yeah, no problem. I can easily pay that. But the thing is, will she have it the week after? Will she have the week after that? If I say she's got new protection, I'm not always going to be here. I can't always help. Zoltan could help. But he's not a Witcher. You know, he's skilled in arms, but he's only one of them, you know? A Witcher can easily take on multiple opponents. Just tell him to fuck off isn't really going to accomplish much. Accomplishes less than the other two, and doesn't really help, you know? Doesn't really do much in its own regard. I'm gonna go with the second one, see how she reacts.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Could give it to him, but he apparently takes most of your money anyway.
Mine offered her a better rate.
All right. So, let's see if you're a good bargain or just cheap shit.
Tankier than I was anticipating. Oh, she's cheering me on, that's one good thing. Need to repair my sword.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me. It was nothing.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but everything I had, I just lost.
Relax. It'll come out in the wash.
Of course it will. Just got to soak it in white vinegar, but that's not my point. Junior shan't forgive me. Either I'll close up shop myself or he'll burn me down.
Sorry. Didn't think about that.
A woman's lot. Men have their fun and we're stuck with a mess. Oh well, I suppose I must move to Oxenfurt. Professors need clean undergarments too.
I'm gonna try the other guy. Can't believe this conversation though.
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason I'm here. Know where he is?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? Have I got any friends there? What are their working hours? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern. Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Maybe. It's probably fair to assume if it's Dandelion, it's sex.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
That's just how charismatic Dandelion is. That is just how charming he is. Like I said, I want to see how. I'm not really sure what choice to make there. None of them seems great.
Yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Dandelion sounds so much older than he did in the other thing. Then again, maybe this is like a Dandelion's retelling a couple decades later. Like, that's meant to be much older Dandelion, you know? Dandelion in a like 20, 30 years time kind of thing. And you know, Dandelion now sounds close enough to what he did in The Witcher 2. Because it doesn't really make sense for him to jump to, you know, talking how he did to talking so much deeper and older, you know?
I will get you every last crop.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep at!
Vespula's...
Really?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's got to be.
Oh, or Washington's fine.
Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness. And you're not entirely...
Okay, I'm happy with that.
What are you... Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him.
I love this game. It is great. Like, seriously, I'm thinking I need to get Legion done. I need to get more time recorded. I need to get a buffer done on a couple different things. Then I'm just sitting down churning out Witcher 3. Just sitting down, cranking it out. Like Dandelion in a bottle.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
She's saying it, but she looks so...
Same thing as ever.
She really doesn't look like she means it.
Came back,
she looked almost fucking happy to me.
This time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in harbour. It was the last straw. All those...
Dandelion asked...
Maybe he... Oh, this and that, really. I don't know. Maybe...
I'm wondering, the lady she mentioned...
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Ah, Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Ciri wears a corset. And you can kind of... yeah.
Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Actually, I think it's more than just charisma. He is great in the sack, I presume. Well, given how much experience he has, I would just kind of hope so. You know, I never did deal with that beastie in the forest, did I? Need to get on with that.
Just hope it don't come down hard at harvest.
Beaver's Hensdorf. The other lady isn't actually under that guy's protection, though I suppose as long as they think she is, that's some degree of protection.
Welcome, do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Eihal.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You, Eihal?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Eihal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Eihal.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Oh, thank you, Witcher. Oh, thank you. It's been a while since I had a good laugh. Good laugh, more of us. I just wasn't anticipating that, you know? It's like, oh, wait here. Comes back in drag. Even puts on makeup. Gonna half-ass it. Just set the makeup gun to whore, but good enough.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Alright. It's just the way the conversation's set up, to be honest. You know, it's kind of pointed like, well, he was blind drunk. And I was just like this. It's like the conversation kind of is scripted, sculptured to go that way, you know?
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He ask about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear.
No!
The witch hunters
No!
nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square.
You must be
He
wrong.
perished. Ooh, the goings-on. Impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
Okay, that's great. But not Kalkstein! No! I like the old guy! Fucking Witcher. Makes me laugh, then makes me cry. For those who don't remember Kalkstein, he's from Witcher 1. He's the alchemist that helps. You meet him in Act 1, 2, 3, and 5. He assists in all the cases. He even puts together Raven's armor for you. Great guy. Fantastic guy. Now a pile of ash. Still, went out with that. That bottle of alcohol downstairs might pour one out for him. And actually, on a similarly dreary note, yesterday was the anniversary of my dog's death. Jessie, she'd been dead a year. Yeah. It's pressing all fucking round.
I know this is none of my business, but why
do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment? Must be horribly boring being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested.
Well, with daggers or bolts flying your way, it's kind of hard not to.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Just hope it don't come down hard at harvest this year.
And I will be reading all those character things eventually. Maybe before the final episode, I'll just sit down with a bottle of alcohol in hand and read through it. May as well level up while I'm here. May as well level this up first, because I can't actually use the other thing yet.
Oh, watch it.
Alright, going this way. Oh. Oh, they know apparently. Don't they all know? No real concern in walking through their territory, though. Though I suppose just cutting my way through them might create trouble for the other guys. You know? They start gang war kind of thing. Or a spur one on, you know. Fucking Kalkstein. I wanted to see him again. Kalkstein.
Well, what can I get the honourable gentleman? New poulaines, perchance? I've not got a true pair, but they'll be the same size.
Fine. Show me what you got.
So, what don't I got? Something for everyone. Seek and you shall find. Cheap, too.
Saddlebags. None but junk, but that can still serve if you need to grab some scrap. Not interested in playing Gwent right now.
Thanks.
Come again. Cheap as it gets, right here.
The presence is in the front to the eternal fire.
Our son's henchmen. They aren't hostile right now, but I won't be able to access that shop. But I'm not really, I'm not really crying over that. Horizon has plenty of mooks everywhere, doesn't it?
Lots of fuss over lots of rain.
Seems like this is a school.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Hmm.